Let's restart to the academy. So when he's in the academy, Naruto has a brother and a sister who are spoiled fucking brats. Naruto is hated by both of them and Minato and Kushina. Christian is Naruto's only friend. He doesn't give a crap if he's a demon or not, because he's also a demon. No one really knows that he's a demon, though. One day, Naruto is being pushed around by the brother and sister outside their house, and their mom and dad beating him up. He says, "Can y'all stop? It's disturbing." They go, "You saw nothing." He says, "I saw everything." Minato goes to neck chop him, but something catches his hand. He goes, "What the?" He says, "Yeah, nice try, buddy. I'm not the only one who saw it." The whole village really hates Naruto in this timeline. So we need to go for the neck chop. Christian, Ryuk catches the hit, and Minato doesn't see him. Then he throws Minato back. Christian throws an apple up in the air. He says, "Here you go." Ryuk eats it, saying, "Apples!" Christian says, "This guy is addicted to apples." He says, "So y'all gonna leave him alone or what?" "'Cause you don't deserve this, Minato and Kushina. You do. Also, y'all are pretty dumb." He says, "Minato, Kushina, you can stop hiding your secret." Kushina sweats, saying, "What are you talking about? We don't have no secrets." He says, "By the tone of your voice, I can tell you do have secrets that you don't want your favorite kids to know." She says, "What are you talking about? I love all my kids equally, right, Naruto?" He says, "No, they absolutely fucking hate me. I am literally treated like shit around this village. Everyone freaking hates me." Kushina says, "You're dead now." Christian says, "Nah, you're dead now. This whole village is going into ruins. I am not dealing with this." He says, Christian snaps his fingers, and Ryuki actually, they can see him. He says, "Ryuki, destroy it." He says, "What are you?" He says, "I'm a destroyer. If I see a village that doesn't treat some of their citizens right, I destroy it. The Hidden Cloud village has already been destroyed. So is the Sand and Mist. So is the Stone. You guys are the last hidden village of the 5 great nations, so you might want to cool it or I'll destroy this village." Then he walks away and says, "If I find one more bruise on Naruto from any of you guys, I'll make sure this village gets destroyed, and I'll destroy it personally." Then walks away. And they still don't know what his face looks like since he has a mask on. Then the next day, Academy, Sasuke and Menma and Kiba, Naruto, Sakura, and also Thing are bullying Naruto, picking on and beating him up. Christian sighs, going, Menma and Naruto get really scared. They go, "Guys, run!" Sasuke says, "What are you so scared about, Menma?" Then they turn around and they say, "So what? It's just him." They go, "Yes, but yesterday my dad went to neck chop him, but then some invisible force came in and blocked it. Then after that, and threw my dad into a wall, which knocked him out. Then he also told my mom that he had secrets on her, that she had secrets. Then he threatened to. Then also when I looked on the TV, it showed that the Hidden Cloud village, all four great nations were destroyed, and we were the last ones. And he was the one who destroyed him with his Shinigami." He says, "And he's starting to destroy the village if he sees one more scar on Naruto. So we have to run, quickly." Christian says, "I've already seen everything." "So say goodbye to your damn village." Sasuke says, "You're not destroying our village without a fight." Sasuke punches his mask, breaking it. He goes, "So what?" His hair is covering his eyes. Then he pulls up his hair and they go, "What are you?" And they see that his eyes are white. He goes, "Something you don't want to know." Then he says, "Let's go." Ryuk. Then they both disappear, destroying everyone there in the academy, almost killing them all. He says, "Time to go." Then they fly to the sky. Christian launches an attack that wrecks the Leaf Village. He says, "Another village down. Let's go." Then they head out. Minato's almost dead. Everyone is almost dead. Tsunade arrives and has to heal everyone with clone jutsu and Lady Katsuyu. Christian is sitting on top, just sitting in the air, saying, "Is this a little too far, Ryuki?" says, "Yeah, kind of. We did just kill thousands of shinobi for hurting one person." He says, "Yeah, but the whole village hated him, so they kind of deserved it." Then a fist comes down on him, but Ryuk catches it, saying, "Ah, the legendary Sanin Tsunade, coming to attack him, yet she has no evidence." She says, "We heard your entire conversation." Christian says, "I don't care what you heard." Pulls out the death note and says, "You just take one step closer and then I'll kill you." He says, "Huh, what can you do to me?" He says, "I have the death note. You walk one step forward and I'll make sure Ryuk sends you down to the ground. And I know your full name, so if I write it down, you die in the next 40 seconds from a heart attack. So you might want to go." She says, "Prove it." He writes down someone's random name, and then they die. They get it. Then they see that she sees that they've died from a heart attack. He says, "Now leave me alone, or I'll make it worse." He says, "This kid's smart." He says, "I've already planned 200,000 steps ahead. I'm already way ahead of you guys. Any plan you're trying to do will easily be reversed." He says, "I'm taking on a new name." Then puts on a new mask, saying, "I." No, he doesn't put on a new mask. Tsunade looks at him with fear in her eyes. She says, "I am Kira," aka Kira, and puts his mask on his face. Going. Then flies out of the village. Tsunade is paralyzed by fear. Then she falls to the ground. Minato catches her, saying, "Are you alright, Lady Tsunade?" Tsunade is paralyzed. She cannot do a thing. Not literal paralyzed. She's paralyzed in fear. She says, all she can say is Kira. He says, "What do you mean, Kira?" He goes, "He destroyed the village." He says, "Spit it out!" He says, "That boy named Christian has to give himself a new name, Kira, which means killer. We're done. He's gonna have surveillance on us. He's planned 200,000 steps ahead of all of us. No matter what we do, we're dead. We can't do a thing against him. He's too smart." Christian says, "I am Dark Kida now, aka Dark Killer." He goes, and says, "Let's go, Ryuk." He goes, "You have one of the most you are the most entertaining person who has the most entertaining life." Christian says, "I can't tell if that's sarcasm or you actually mean it." He says, "I actually mean it." He says, "Well, apple for you, because I kind of want to." He goes, "This is also why you give me apples. No one else used to give me apples when they picked up the book." Christian says, I'm giving trust in them. If I see one major movement that is really bad, I'm writing Minato's name in the death note, and he will die." Christian looks up Rogue Shinobi, and then starts writing up all their names, killing them all. The Leaf Village reports to all the other villages that there is someone named Dark Kida who is killing all kinds of their ninja with some kind of magic. He also Kida destroyed all 5 nations, and now all nations are terrified of him, and if anyone comes in contact with him, they must flee instantly to be not hurt by Kida. Christian smiles, saying, perfect. Christian thinks, Ryuk says, "What's your next plan?" He says, "I'm raiding the 5 Kage summit that's coming up." He says, "Okay, how do you have this intel?" He says, "When I raided the hidden cloud village, I saw tons of it." He goes, "Oh." Christian says, "Let's go." Then, on the day of the 5 Kage summit, Naruto, Sasuke, and Kiba are Minato's guards. When they do this, they have a 5. They're talking all about how they can rebuild their nations from Kita's destruction. Then they sense a terrifying presence. Kita appears on the roof. He says, "Oh, hello there, great nations." A says, "Kita." Then goes to punch him, but phases right through him. He says, "Genjutsu, dumb f." Then he says, and then he's already behind A's guards, killing them both, saying, "Oh yeah, that means no Dari Kage." He says, "Now get out of." He says, then he disappears, and all of them are on the floor dead. Not on the floor dead, but like they're all knocked out. All of the guards are knocked out. He says, "Now what will you do with your precious guards?" But then Kiva comes behind him, saying, "Fang over Fang." Ryuk jumps in front and blasts Kiva out of the way, saying, "Get out of my way." He says, "What do you want with us, Kita?" He says, "Many things. I want this Jinchuriki abuse to stop." He says, "If I find out that one more Jinchuriki was killed, that one more Jinchuriki killed themselves because of its village abuse, I'm gonna search up all the villages' names, write it down, and kill you all with literally just one notebook. And I will end you all." He says, "Also, I'm not the only Kita." Then walks out. Then everyone is scared to death, saying that there's another one with that notebook and a Shinigami.